Alrighty then. It is 4/15, 2026. So that means it's tax day. So hopefully you got your taxes done. Alright, we are heading out of town here. I want to hit the spice guy up. With spice prices so expensive, sometimes it just makes sense just to buy spice. So, what are you going to do, you know? Alrighty, we got some. Now, we did build the new base out in the deep. Hooray. And I want to get out there and start farming. So, we've got also some land strat deals we could do, which I should. But I want to see how much gathering I can do with the 11%, man. 11% gathering, which is ridiculous. It's crazy. I believe I actually checked it. And what was it? 190? It wasn't 200 yet. I was hoping I would get 200 as far as farming. That would be awesome. But we will see here. Okay. Gotta stay hydrated when you're in the desert. Alright, so I like the new base. I think it's super cute. And the buggy is doing good. We got that extra little boost with the vehicle moves faster. And realistically, my base is close enough where if I really wanted to, I could... Oh, I can't just store it. Okay, well, never mind. Scratch that. I'm ready to do smugglers. So I gotta not forget that bike. Let's drop the bike. Let's store this if we can. It's probably full of stuff. Let me see. I didn't even check that. Well, it's not. Okay. Store that guy. I do want to store some of my spice. Now, do I bring... Oh, I didn't bring the water. Like, I literally, at the base I was just at, I had 2 huge full water things that I just left in that chest. Dang it. Okay, I didn't bring the water. Well, what are you going to do? Okay, we are going to... Oh my god. Sorry, I'm just yawning like crazy. Okay, we're going to take 30 of them with us. Not that we really need them, but... Okay, now, we're going to start with the buggy, which is not full, hopefully. We're going to confirm that we have the airplane there. Okay. We are going to make sure everything's all fixed up, because it might as well be. I mean, look at this tread, man. I probably will invest in some new tread, because everything else is pretty much new. I mean, especially this. Is it a PSU? What is it? The PSU. Everything else is looking good except for the tread. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see what we can do. And let's stay up here in our base and peek around. We got the door there, which turned out really good. It is not too gigantic of a base, but it's perched about as close and visible as it can be to the, and I can actually go this way and turn around, to the entrance over there. Okay. Alright, now, let me see if I can, we're about 4 minutes into the recording. Let me see what this all means. What does this mean for a laser? Is it 190? Let's see. 196. Okay, so it's close. It is that 11%? Or did I get... I might have got a couple more, actually. Let me see. I don't think I did, though. At least from the last video. Gathering, it's just 11%. Well, just 11%. 11% is amazing. Okay, here we go. Okay, keeping the eyes open. Some technique. Great. Everybody likes that. Okay, I can see some more over there. I think there's one tucked right in here. Oh, Lord. I don't know why I'm all of a sudden so tired. Okay. I was all excited. The whole day I was like, I'm excited. I'm going to get my work done. And then when you're done with work, you're like, oh. Okay, we have got aluminum over there, which I do want to farm aluminum. I like the thought of getting it. But I'm not going out of my way to get it. I can see one up there. We really haven't explored it. Well, we haven't explored much at all, actually, since we started. I did see this one. And maybe we'll just head that other way. No. Well, we can actually check the old spots. We might do that, you know what? Let's do a run where we go take a little look-a-rooney at the old spot. Let's go take a peek. Okay, am I missing it? Is there one right there? I think there's one right here. Am I just blind? I'm blind as a bat. Blind as a bat. There's nothing there. I'm always looking for, like, where's my glasses? I can't see. And the birdie's like, yeah, your glasses are already on your head. So, that's never fun. Alright. We saw one up over there. Just looking as we travel. You can right-click and look around. It keeps going. It keeps going in the same direction. Let's see here. Right. Nothing is... Wait. One right there. Okay. Anything here? Maybe one there. Definitely nothing right there. Okay. If I needed to get plants, this was a good location. This was the run, man. How's it looking plant-wise? There's not a lot there. I don't see any stravidium or titanium. So they kind of shift. Where, who knows, maybe this front location just happens to be a little bit better of a location. Let's see, though. I bet there's going to be a whole ton right over here. Alright, we've got one. There's two. There's one right there. Alright, let's get to it. Okay, 196. I love it. 196. Okay. Alright, let me get like 409. Now maybe I don't want to go too crazy with aluminum. Because that's 245. That's eating up a lot of room there. So I might not want to go too crazy with aluminum. Now I have got my paws crossed here for a double weekend coming up. Now when they do the double weekend, it means oh yeah. Okay, no, there is a little pile tucked here. This place would have been a good spot, don't get me wrong. But I like being right close to the entrance. It is nice. Yeah, we're not going to fill up on all of our aluminum. That's something we'll kind of strategically do. Because I think I'm going to be able to be pretty good. I wonder if I could get over the hill there. I bet there's a good run over there too. But that's another thing. We can do a few rides. Okay, like I'm visually looking at it. There's some right there. I don't think so. I think that's, what do you call it? That's the metal, like this. I just want to make sure I'm not missing a little tucked one. Yeah, we never climbed that mountain, man. I tried to get a base over there many times. Okay. There's one right there. Wait, we can get back. So this spot's not bad. There is a decent little clump here, and it is probably worth driving over here. Especially if I'm getting 200 a pop. And I guess if I'm doing my math right, if 500, here's the math, okay? 205 stravidium. What's going on? I don't understand what's going on there. How is it a little more sometimes? I need to keep an eye on that. Inventory. If 500, 500's 4. 500's 450, and for stravidium it is half. Okay, so let's do the math on stravidium. If I can hold 3,500 volts, that means I could hold double or 6,000 stravidium. And the ratio, if we said how much titanium, and we said 1,000 titanium is 900, which should be the ratio. If 500 is 450 volts, 500, if 500 titanium is 450 volts, if you want to get a comparison easily, try adding 10 or doubling. So if I double and I say what's 1,000, that's going to be 900, which means it's running at 90%. Or if this ship can hold 3,500, roughly, with not even double checking this conversion, I could probably hold about 10% more, is my math. So 35 times 10%, 3.5, add some zeros, and there you have it. The 3,500 turns into like 3,850 or something like that, is my rough calculation of how much titanium I can fit in here. That's a lot. It's pretty good. Are we at 1,000? We are past halfway, just barely. And yeah, the aluminum's the trouble. We really don't need to stock up on aluminum. I think there would be places where you could just do a little loop of it. I'm gonna move some ahead. Now there never is anything to the left there. And I'm not seeing anything. Okay, the other spot we look that we don't need to, but we do, is going down the hill to the left, around and down. We don't normally do that. There will probably be something on the other side of this rock up there, and I bet there's going to be one single item right down here, in visual range, right as we come around this corner. I wasn't thinking it's on the left. I was going to say it's where that rock is, but it's kind of cool to be like, isn't this big? Okay, so we've got that. Let's do this one. Granted, I always check the other side of this rock. There is never anything. There is some aluminum. There is a little bit of energy. There's nothing hidden. There's nothing tucked up there. Basically, it's not worth turning here. The fact that it is right here, maybe it's worth coming to right here as you're passing by. This is not too far, but okay. Now with this mountain, we kind of figured it out a little too. There's certain spots, like right up here. Is there one right here? There isn't one right there. There really isn't. Not that I'm easily seeing. Okay, and there's nothing to the left up there. Alright, so sometimes there's not much here. Usually there'll be one tucked right up here. And as you're getting that one, it's going to link to one right down here, and then there's usually 3 in the little alleyway. And I'm kind of averaging it, where one time there was 5, one time there was 2. Not extensive testing going on, but ran this a few times. Okay, so yeah, I get it, and I come over. Now we could keep going up, and it snakes around and there's more stuff to get. I'm going to confirm that there's nothing over there, which there isn't anything over there. It just isn't. Don't ask me why. Like, oh yay, look at all this trouble. I'm going to go way out. It's probably right hidden, just right tucked behind. Nothing. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing here. I don't know why. I mean, they should be. They should just tuck stuff, but they don't. All right, and that's what I want to get comfortable with, is knowing, hey, go down this, look at this strip. 1, 2, 3. And yeah, there's probably going to be found. I don't think we've been through here. I think I built the base and I didn't do any farming. I'm trying to think, I'm like crazy doing this in my sleep. But yeah, this is the road. So we will fill up soon. Because yeah, it's getting 196. So, okay. Alright, so it gets 196 of that. So it's 196 in both of these. These are the same or no? Yeah, that's why you do the cactus mission, which, I don't know. Have I shown that mission? I don't think I have. That one is a little tricky. It takes some fighting. I can kind of solo it, like run in, get the cactus, and run out, but there's always that chance that you're going to get kind of ambushed, stuck. If the knife guy and the machine gun dude get you, that's never going to make sense. Okay, here you should be pretty close here. A little bit. Okay, I want to get, as much as I like aluminum, I'm going to dump it, man. I'm going to just see how low I can get. And it's as much about learning the path. It's not so much that it's probably not worth the time to drop it, but I want to learn the trail. I like the trail so far. I like going to my old base. I like driving right over to here. There should be one right on the other side of this rock, and potentially one or two to the right. So there should be one right here. There's granite. So maybe that is... It's going to be here. Where is it? I see a crumb, but that's not the right kind of crumb. It's not here. Okay. Let's see if there's two up here. I bet there's going to be nothing then if there isn't the one. We got energy. And what I noticed the last time was there was ones like kind of hidden right out of my visual range, whereas I would fly to pick up or drop off, or if I took this apart. Okay, I'm seeing crumbs. That even looks like crumbs. Why am I seeing crumbs? Let's go a little further. I'll show you where this connects. Okay, there's one there. I need to look to make sure it's not a target. What was I saying? Oh yeah, when I fly around, it gives you the opportunity to look for more. Now remember how I went up the hill, said sometimes there's some up the hill, then I drove off the little cliff and said, oh, in this alley there's 5 of them? That should be right over here. This is the connection. This is the loop. And there you have it. And I'll just show you. Just to confirm that what I'm thinking is right. So if you kept going up the hill, you would have got nothing, right? You can see our crumbs here, right? Is that one of our crumbs? And then you can see the spot that I shot off of. And then here's the little alley. So just to give you full circle, you probably still should take the alley. But if you just needed 2 more, like if you were really close, okay, like me, I'm like, I just need about 2 more, right? You could drive up there and get 2 up there. So just keep that in mind. And if I really wasn't trying to look for more, I would just fill up on like a little bit and fly back and forth. Keep going. Which I almost should, but I'm like optimistic there's going to be a ton over here where I can come right back and do this second run. So what we're going to do is, I showed you home base and the mountain, or my old home base, and the mountain next to it. You've seen that. Okay, there's the mountain. We pretty much plucked most of it. I didn't see one over there, which I was surprised at. I don't normally go down this road because it just kind of connects. Let's just take a peek. Is there something like... There's 1. There's 2. Okay, we'll go this way. Alright, so this might be a way to fill up, and then we can drop off. See, how's it getting 205 Stravidium? I thought it gets 196. Is Stravidium always 205? Maybe I'm missing that. Oh, there's one right there. Okay, this ain't bad, actually. Usually you could come from the top and flop down here, too, though. So there might be 2 or 3 right up there, even ones on the cliff. But I kind of like, okay, we're doing our thing. Let's look where we are, okay? So... here is the taxi service, all right? This is the old base, and we found a whole bunch right here. There was enough in here, like 1 we zapped. Then we got a bunch here. There was nothing over here. We came down, drove around. We went down. There was 1 right here. I was thinking there'd be 1 here. There wasn't. We drove up. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Went up the hill a little. There was 1. Drove off the cliff. We drove up here. Nothing. Came down. Went down the alley. Got, I think, 4. Came all the way around, nothing. Drove up, there was 2 right around here. Okay. Now, we have went down a little road. And I think came up and turned, and here's where we are. Okay, so you get in your mind, you can kind of start to picture where you are. And am I 100% accurate? Probably not. But I kind of know. I'm getting familiar with this. Okay, so we came down from there. And so you can kind of see. We came down, like here, right here. And now we're turning right. And this looks like it should exit us onto the sand. What I'm going to do is turn around, climb back up. Because in the sand, typically, you're not going to like find 3 in the sand. But in the mountains, everything's full. Okay, perfect. Actually, perfect timing. Okay, what am I doing? Throw some of this stuff. Get the rest. I'm going to call it a day there. And actually, you know what I should do? Just for best practice? If a storm came... storm's not going to come, okay? If they do, I'll feel sad, but I'm going to leave it right in the open where... I'm going to actually put it right here where it's even easier to get. Make it super easy to get, okay? Get in your chopper. And then video 2 here will be me retrieving it, so stay tuned.